Welcome to Deep Thought. We all need a community. Now, I don't know, you know what? Because usually if I'm talking about something I talked about before, I'll do a search on the word or something like that. I've talked about community a lot. And I'm gonna tell you what, that's very important because we all need one. We all need to be around people who think the same way we do. We really do. Or they really validating what we do think, or in the same hobby, or somebody similar to us. That's just human nature. That's how tribes got started. That's how tribes got started. Ultimately, nations and everything else got started. It started out with the community. Indeed, that's a basic community it could be a family, or just a group of friends, and it don't have to be large. If it's large, okay, great. But usually every single person need to be around some people that they can be free around, they can talk with, whatever the case. Now, unfortunately, there's some negative communities out there, unfortunately. But one of the things, think about it like this, even with the negative ones. These people found somebody similar to what they're into. Because even criminals and scammers and everything, they'll look for some people similar. Like a lot of groupies. Now, I don't know because I haven't had an interest in looking this up, but I remember at least back in the day, and it's probably still there, you had websites just for groupies where they would talk with each other like athletic groupies. They knew where the athletes were going to stay and everything. But though you might not agree with it, that was a community. We all need that. We all want to be around that. Sometimes we will look for that. In fact, I've known people, sometimes people might call them flaky or something, but one of the things they will look for is community, somebody similar, somebody who's thinking the same way. Indeed, sometimes you get some psychologists or something, they will get groups together of people going through the same thing so they could talk. That's the community right there. Something like Alcoholics Anonymous. You'll hear about or see like some on TV, or some of y'all might be involved. You don't have to share that with me. But they going through the same thing, they helping out. A lot of people going to their religious places, their churches, their mosques, their synagogues for community. And I'm gonna tell you what though, it's really important. People could look at online. People could look at, that's a community in itself. Even if people don't talk, it's like, oh, okay, when they following certain content creators, when you following someone like me, you might not say much, but in a way it's a community. That's why indeed you have like some businesses, especially online, they specialize in that. You look at something like a Facebook. Now, I usually don't announce any particular platform or something, but that's a great example. They got a ton of communities on there, whatever. Shoot, I remember a couple decades ago, I was reading something about a community of picky eaters. They were meeting. Now, yeah, they didn't have to spend a lot of money on food or something for their get together because, well, they were picky eaters. Look, we all need a community because we want to feel like we're not alone. Because I'm going to tell you what, one of the biggest issues out here for people is feeling alone. One of the biggest issues is because there's a ton of people, ton of men and women. At best, they might work. At best. I'm saying at best, they might work. And then they come home and they watching TV. They not really interacting. They not even interacting with people on social media. And trust me, they going through it. They going through it. When you get some people, I've had some consultation clients. They didn't have people around them. But we all need that. You know, it could be in a hobby, you know, just going bowling or something like that, playing pool, hanging out. We all want to feel like we're a part of something. I don't care who it is. I don't care. We can be on a spectrum and, you know, we want to feel like we're a part of something. In fact, on the spectrum, when you talk about like the autism spectrum, there's actually an autism subculture because they want community. I always talk about the deaf culture, that the deaf community I found out about in the 90s. That's what got me interested in subcultures and really communities, because you had a lot of deaf people. They didn't feel like being hard of hearing and not being able to hear was a problem. They just thought it was a different way of being. They created a community out of it. Even has a language and everything. You know, but they around similar people. We all need that. We all need that. You know, it could be, you know, when I go to the gym, every gym I've worked at and worked out at was a community. I'll never forget when I was at one particular gym, it was an assistant manager that pointed it out. That was a community. And indeed, after that, when I was doing sales at another gym, when I was showing people around the gym, I would show them the community. I would show them the community, people interacting and everything, and people would get involved in that because they need that. They need that. And people, they want to be around some people who doing the same. Like if I got guys who could bench press 400, I'd take them around some other guys could do it. And all of a sudden I'd say they would join, and then maybe a few weeks, a few months later, all of a sudden they lifting together and everything. But that's a community. That's a community. They're going through the similar things. And we all need that. We all need that. If you're a person watching and you don't have a community, think about what you want to do. Think about what you want to do. Think about the things that you like. You can hit up different web pages and stuff like that. Or, you know, even look up some stuff online. They got different groups that'll meet up together and all of that. Because you need that. You need that. See, one thing about people aren't meant to be alone. We're not built that way. You know, loneliness, that's a killer for many people. People want to feel like that they're a part of something, that they're a part of a group. Like I said, even it could be anything from a family to a nation, but people want to feel like they're a part of something. Even in situations where we might not personally agree with it. We might not agree with it. We might think something is wrong with them, or, you know, it could seem dysfunctional. But look at it as a bigger thing. Not so much that it's dysfunctional or that's problematic, but these people are in a community. That's what they're looking for. So we all need that. We all need a community. And yeah, you know what? You know I'm going to talk about it again and again and again because it's just that important. It's just that important. We all want to feel like we are part of something. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. Go look for your community, okay? And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.